assets. It's gold. It's more gold than people know about. It's over 1 million metric tons of gold.
Over 1 million metric tons of gold. Yan po ang tinatayang yaman po na nakadeposito sa pangalan po ni Marcos, no? Ferdinand E. Marcos. Yan po ay ayon sa kalihim ng World Bank, no? Yan po ay maaprubahan na kaya. Yan po ang ating pag-uusapan, yung yaman po na yan na kung saan ay nakadeposito po sa World Bank sa buong mundo, no? Yung mga lahat halos ng bangko, yung tumatakbong yaman, yung ginto na tinatawag na asset ng Pilipinas na sinasabing nasaan maaprubahan na kaya, kasi ngayon nakaupo na po si BBM. Mayroon po tayong ipapakita sa inyong posibleng katibayan na ito po ay maaaring mabubuksan na, maipamahagi na, maibigay na ang mga kayamanang ito na kung saan dapat mapunta po sa mamamayang Pilipino bago pa man mawawala tayo dito sa mundo, bago pa man dumating ang mga malalaking pagsubok sa atin, ay mapapakinabangan pa natin ng atin pong mga anak, mga apo, ito pong kayamanan na kung saan atin lang inuupuan or hindi pa natin napapakinabangan. Yan po ang ating tatalakayin ngayon. May ipapakita tayo sa inyong ebidensya kung bakit natin nasabing pwede na sigurong mabubuksan ito. So ito po yung ipapakita natin sa inyo, mga ka-treasure hunter, no? Ito pong form ng bagong bansang maharlika, no? Ibinigay po ito sa atin, no? At ito nga ay posibleng ito yung magbubukas ng tinatawag na pagbabahagi po ng mga kayamanan na posibleng ipamahagi po sa mga tao. Form po ito na kung saan pwedeng pipirmahan. Nakalagay nga dyan, no? Bagong bansang maharlika. So pwede sigurong nagpaplano ang ating Pangulo na magiging monarchy, no? Magiging hari, king. Kasi pag sinabing maharlika, kingdom yan eh. So maaaring yung BM, ibig sabihin yan, bagong bansang maharlika pala yung BBM. International Incorporated, no? Mayroon silang opisina, oh, GP Laurel Street, San Juan, Bataan, no? Maharlika. So sa Bataan, may namamahala dito at may form nga na ibinibigay. Ito po yung mga ilalagay, yung mga pangalan ng tao, anak, no? Yung ilan yung anak mo, ilan yung pamilya mo. So dito po inilalagay sa sa sinusulatan. So sana ay isa itong susi na para mabuksan yung yung pagbabahagi po ng mga kayamanan na sinasabi, na kung saan ipamimigay na siguro or ipamamahagi sa pamamagitan po nito, no? Magkakaroon daw ng ID nito, tapos siguro ATM, at doon po posibleng ipamamahagi buwan-buwan, no? Kung anong taon ka daw, ilang taon ka, kung 50,000 a month, kung 30 years old, 30,000 a month, depende daw sa edad. Yun po ang matatanggap buwan-buwan, no? Sana ay matutupad yung pamamahagi, yung kayamanan na kung saan over 1 million metric tons nakadeposito daw yan sa World Bank, no? Sa lahat ng bangko sa buong mundo, tumatakbo yung gold reserves ng Pilipinas. Yan po ay galing pa sa mga Talyano clan noong unang panahon. Yung mga nagmimina dito sa bansang Pilipinas, sa mga Kastila pa. yung mga lipanto, yung mga sinaunang mga nagmamines, mimina ng gold dito sa bansa. Yung mga kayamanan pa noon ay nakadeposit po sa pangalan ni Ferdinand E. Marcos, yung pangulo natin noon. Si abogado daw po siya nung unang panahon ng mga minahan na yan. At bukod pa dyan, yung mga hari-hari pa nung unang panahon na kung saan siya yung nag-aari ng mga ginto noon na minimina, yun ang nadeposito po sa pangalan ng dating Pangulong Ferdinand E. Marcos, na kung saan dapat mapakinabangan ng mga tao, no? Mai-release ng World Bank ito. At ito nga, ito ang susi kapag nakaupo si BBM, na magiging kuwan siya, parang monarchy siguro, magiging federalism yung ating bansa, o magiging monarchy man yan, ay posibleng itong ang nilalakad nila, itong ano na ito. So magkakaroon daw ng ID, then bigayan buwan-buwan sa ATMs. Sana po ay matuloy ito, sana po itutuo ito. So sa mga mayroon na nito, sa Ilocos daw mayroon na daw mga ganito mayroon na daw nakapagpalakad ng mga ganito, o tapos na daw doon. Sa ibang lugar maaaring mayroon na rin ito. So paki-comments na lamang po kung mayroon din kayong mga ganitong form na posibleng magbigay sa atin ng idea, sa atin pang mga kababayan na hindi pa alam, no? Sana ay magkaroon din sila ng idea kung tunay ba ito o hindi ito totoo. Ito lang ay gawa-gawa lang. So may tatak kasi ito sa may mga sulat kasi ito na may certificate, may mga tatak ng NBI, DILG, may pirma ng ng mga local government departments, na kung saan posibleng totoo nga ito. So maaring yung mga nakakaalam nito, paki-comments na lamang po sa ibaba, no, kung totoo ito. Mayroon din tayong mga ipapakitang video, no, doon po sa ebidensya na mayroon tayong mga itinatagong gold, no, over 1 million metric tons. Ayun po yun kay Karen Hoodies. Yun po ang nakakaalam kasi dating, kung di ako nagkakamali, yun po ay secretary ba nung World Bank, na nawala na siya doon sa trabaho. Siya nakakaalam doon sa mga sikreto ng natin, deposits, no, kasi ang yaman na tumatakbo sa buong mundo ay nasisilip nila pag may-ari pala ng bansang Pilipinas, yung gold reserves. So panoorin po natin yung naging reaction video ko dati, yung over 1 million metric tons, no, of gold bars.
How did you manage to get so many extraordinary, lovely things?
Well, my husband was the lawyer of gold mines and also a gold trader. And he loved gold so much. He would always tell me, "Sweetheart," he said, "it's hard to earn money honestly and properly, but harder still to spend money properly. You be the one to spend." And then I said, "Why?" And then he said to me, "Because all you buy is beauty."
It sounds like a perfect relationship then. He earned the money.
Yes.
And you spent it.
I bought paintings, beautiful jewelry, beautiful silver, anything beautiful.
But when President Marcos was acquiring all this money and giving it to you to spend, did you think it was his money, or did you look on it as money, the money of the Philippines people?
Oh, I knew it was his money because I saw this gold already in his home.
You were rich even before you became
He was rich.
leaders of the country.
He was rich. Oh, definitely.
Right. Thank you. Her husband, Ferdinand Marcos, was a staggeringly successful investor in gold. He made billions.
Manila Polo Club over there.
We didn't use the Filipino treasury as our own personal cash machine. And if you think we did, prove it. And so far, despite hundreds of court cases, no one really has. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about your shoes.
They found no skeletons in my closet. They found beautiful shoes made in the Philippines.
At nearly 80 years old, Imelda is back. Loud, proud, and beautifully shod, popular with some Filipinos. The Philippines government has seized more than £400 million from accounts in Switzerland. But the puzzle of her remaining riches is locked up in bewildering legal cases and contested documents.
Let's look at this.
This is an envelope with Belgium on the front of it. The mysteries, what could this be? So this is some sort of treasury certificate. It's slightly fuzzy.
No, you don't anymore because this is dangerous already. No, look.
If only I had a photographic memory, I could tell you what it was. But it's alright. We can't. But it shows deposits in the name of Ferdinand Marcos in a bank in Brussels, and it's for $987 billion.
Dito mga ka-treasure hunter, 987 billion US dollar yan ha. Isang account lang yan sa 170 na account
To
niya sa
unravel
buong
the
mundo.
mystery of Imelda's billions.
This is shallow waters.
But I did get a very interesting and very long presentation on her plans to end poverty and build a tunnel through the Philippines that would solve the world's trade problems.
No, this will save the world. This is the reason why I want to survive. And it's not for me anymore. With the whole press saying we are magnanakaw, we are the magnanakaw, kami ang ninakawan. We are the one who took it. Marcos suffered so much for this.
Assets, it's gold. It's more gold than people know about. It's over 1 million metric tons of gold.
So 1 million metric tons of gold is not something you can just hide.
400,000 metric tons are in the Central Bank of the Philippines. There's over 200,000 metric tons in Union Bank of Switzerland. And some of that gold is buried securely in the Philippines as well. Some of it is held in various banks, but the bulk of it is in the Philippines.
A special trust that contains just about all of the world's gold. It was established by Ferdinand Marcos. This gold, people want to know what the gold is. It's
You're referring to the president of the Philippines, of the former president of the Philippines who died in '89, correct?
That's correct. That's who, except, it's not clear about the exact date of his death because he had a cousin who, he was removed. He was removed by the CIA. You know how the CIA stages. And he was sent off to Hawaii. But he had expected that this was going to happen, and he had gotten his cousin to stand in for him. So it was his cousin that was in Hawaii, captive. But anyway, it's gold from King Solomon. It's gold that the conquistadors in Spain gathered up from the Aztec and Inca civilizations. It is gold that was gathered by General Yamashita between World War I and World War II. And what the banks did when they gathered up the gold, they issued certificates to the wealthy people who had the gold. And those certificates had interest that was payable in gold. And the interest has been compounding. What Ferdinand Marcos did was he put the gold in a trust for benefit of humanity. And he said that the trust would be for 50 years. The reason he did this, he was a lawyer, and he knew that if somebody claims that they own something and they are not able to prove their claim for 50 years, that claim is extinguished.
350,000 documents used against me. Now, all of that. All the mines, all the banks of the world, 170 banks of the world. And I have the bill of lading. And these are all U.S. government exhibits. Just to show you the bill of lading, how much is
$240 million. Oh my goodness. Is it million? Billion?
billion.
Billion?
And then 5 sketches. When we started, it was $32 and then $35.
An ounce of gold. She's talking of gold.
Now it's 1,300, 400, 500, 600, 800, naging iba-iba.
Iba-iba.
Ounce yan.
How many kilos?
And we are sitting on gold.
But the most urgent reason I was looking forward to my coming to this hearing of the Philippine Senate is to seek your help, honorable senators, to help me implement the last will and testament of the late President Marcos to enlist assets in the hands of trustees to implement the Marcos Humanitarian Foundation so that we can help the country in our economic crisis and help the Filipino people in their agony and suffering.
The Marcoses, I will not name the spokesman. Sabi nila na they'll open everything and probably return yung nakita lang. Sabi nila na malaki ang deficit mo sa maybe this year ang projected deficit spending would be big, sabi nila. Baka makatulong. Pero hindi ito malaki. But we are ready to open and bring back, sabi niya, pati yung FU gold bars. Hindi ganun kalaki. It's not the Fort Knox. It's just FU, but sabi nila, isauli nila para walang ano. And the only reason really was, sabi nila, that the father was protecting the economy. And of course, the eventual kung maalis siya. But he was thought of regaining the Malacanang, and that is why ganito ang lumabas, parang naitago. I will accept the explanation. Whether or not it is true, wala na yan. And they are ready to return. How much they would give me an accounting. Trying to look for a guy not identified with anybody to handle the negotiation kung gusto nila. I'm looking at the former Chief Justice. Sila na lang mag-usap. Then another CPA and maybe a representative of all that is accepted also by all. So that tatlong tao yan mag-usap sa kanila. And then they are ready. And I'm happy na we come with a clean breast. Make something that is really worthwhile for the Filipinos.
Ano sa tingin nyo mga ka-treasure hunter, tunay nga kaya na over 1 million metric tons of gold bars ang nasa account po ng dating Ferdinand E. Marcos? Yan po ay ayon kay former staff member Karen Hudes ng World Bank. So yun pong ating mga video nakuha ay video po yan na kung saan galing sa mga media na nag-interview kay dating First Lady Imelda Marcos, at ilan po sa mga video clips na yan ay talagang tunay na ginawang basihan natin at maaaring totoo, maaari ding hindi. Yan din ang ating gustong malaman upang matiyak kung talagang tunay nga ito.